hope that all of you are very fine. In this particular video, I am going to talk about a powerful mode of communication. Yes, my friend, this powerful mode of communication was trial tested and proven by not another than Buddha himself. Buddha means the enlightened person. Buddha means a person who has established a religion, Buddhism, and this particular religion is meant for non-violence, peace, austerity. So Buddha has given a mode of communication through which anybody can attain success, anybody can attain whatever they mean in the life. And this communication method, you better know that communication is a very powerful tool to get the desired result. With the help of communication, anybody can establish their success not only in the field of politics but in other field also, because communication is a tool to express oneself. Communication is a tool even to impress other. Communication is a tool which are very much impactful when you have to drive the attention of masses also, individual also. So this Buddhism or the Buddhist way of communication is one of the oldest way which is trial, proven and very successful method. Now, what is the heart of this Buddhist model of communication? In the field of communication, if you are a student, researcher or anybody, then this can be said as the Buddhist model of communication. But if you are a common person, then this particular methodology can help you to achieve what you want in your life, because communication is a tool which everybody needs to establish themselves in the society. The Buddhist way of communication, the simple and very basic understanding of this mode of communication is that you have to respect the person who is sitting in front of you or the crowd which is in front of you. It means that respect for the fellow being is very much essential for this communication. Once you will show the respect, once you will accept the dignity of the people which is in front of you, then automatically your communication will be enriched with compassion and will enriched with selection of the word which is not going to hurt anyone. It means the core of the Buddhist way of communication is to selection of the words and delivery of the words with such a body language, which is such a way which should not hurt anybody. It means the mode of the communication is to establish the relationship between the two person, relationship between the society and the person, relation between each other, not to break the relationship. So this is the core of this Buddhism way of communication, that while communicating, try to utilize, try to use that form of word and gesture which mean to establish the bondage, which enhance the bondage between the two people. So this is the core. Another important thing is that while doing the communication, be mindfulness. Mindfulness means whatever you are speaking, be attentive to that. The gesture, the posture, the selection of the word, the timing of the word and the place of the word, situation while selecting that particular word, be attentive. And this is the very important point in the Buddhist way of communication, that be mindful. Mindful when it happens that while utilizing or while doing the communication, we unintentionally we used to select the word which used to hurt somebody, but our intention is not like that. Why this happened? Because while doing the communication we are not mindful. So if while communicating with other or while communicating with the masses we are mindful, then our selection, our gesture, posture all will be correct, because we are responsible to select the each and every words and each and every sentence. And so this is very important in the Buddhist way of communication that select the correct word, select the correct sentence, select the correct timing and situation, and this will happen only with the mindfulness. So this is one of the important factor, selection of the correct word, mindfulness. Okay, and the next important point that is important is the right speech. Of course you will mindful, then your selection of the word will be the correct one, but right speech means don't try to hurt anybody, try to judge the communication, try to judge the word before delivering, that if this word will be delivered in the public domain, then it should not happen that it hurt anybody. So right speech means your word action should be judged from inner self, then it should be delivered outside. So right speech is a very important factor in the Buddhist way of communication. Now another important factor is compassion. Compassion means try to give respect to the person who is sitting in front of you. Try to give that form of the communication to the people, to the person which benefit them, which enhance their life. And this happen in the politics also, in the marketing also, in the public relation also. We try to deliver those things which make the sense for the public, and that is quite natural. While doing the communication, try to judge that what should I deliver so that it can make changes in the life of the people who is hearing my communication. So don't try to give or try to give the information or the data that make no sense for the public, that is of no use, that is of futile nature. Try to give that form of the communication, try to give that much amount of the words and the sentence which create the positivity in the mind of the listener, that my future is going to change while listening, or this has a meaning for me in my life. This sort of communication has a meaning in my life. So try to give the correct thing, and this will only happen when you will deliver with compassion. Compassion means respect for other, respect for other timing, respect for other existence. Okay, now another important factor in the Buddhist form of the communication is interdependence. Interdependence means you can't communicate in void. Void means where nobody is there. So communicating with nobody is a very difficult task, is a very tough task. So if you are communicating, then somebody has to be there to listen you, to see you, to observe you, to follow you. So the respect for other, okay, the acceptance of the existence of other is a very important factor while doing the communication. So interdependence is a factor in the communication, and you have to understand while doing the communication that my existence, my factor, my usefulness of the communication is only dependent upon the person who is listening me. If he or she will not listen me, then my communication is of no use, and this will only comes while you will have the respect of the people sitting in front of you. So interdependence of the communication is an important factor in the Buddhist mode of communication. Now, last but very powerful, very important point is that silence. Communication is not only to speak. Communication also means of silence, when to be silence, when to not utter any word, when to be very polite and humble, but not speaking anything. Silence is a very important factor. If nobody is there to listen you, or nobody is in mood to listen you, then not necessary that you should start the communication. Better to be mum, keep mum. So silence is a very important factor, and the silence in the Buddhist aspect is not only the outer silence, is of inner silence also. Inner silence means from inner self also you be silent, right? If nobody is in the mood to listen, then why unnecessarily I should speak? So better that when nobody is in a mood, if the context is not there, if the situation is not there, if the whole surrounding is not in favorable, then better to be silent. Silence is an important factor in the communication, and not only in this particular situation, silence while doing the communication also. It should not happen that you yourself start communication and you are not eager to listen the person who is sitting in front of you. It means that while doing the communication, you should also listen the person, people, crowd who is in front of you. So while listening to other people, be silent. Be silent means from outer and inner also, so that you can listen anybody in a very clear, in a very objective, in a very mindful manner. So silence is an important factor. With the help of silence, you can listen exactly what the people is speaking in front of you. And once you will listen very clear, very accurate, very objectively the people who is in front of you, then it will help you to deliver the same thing in same manner. It means listening very thoughtfully, very mindfully will help you to deliver in a very prolific manner, in a very exact manner, in a very accurate manner. So this was the Buddhist mode of